Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to FaceTurn with Candace, Cordelia, a PWI production. I'm your host, Candace Cordelia. Thanks for joining me once again. And today we have from All Elite Wrestling. I'm just going to run down a few stats for you. Number 93 on the 2021 PWI 500 list. Currently, at the time of this interview, number 5 on the AEW men's singles ranking. You know him as one half of Tag Team with Ricky Starks and also part of Team Taz. Please welcome my very special guest, Powerhouse Hobbs. How are you?
That was an introduction. I like that. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It is bright and early on a Friday morning. Can't complain. But the question really is, how are you? Because, we are coming away from night one of Fyter Fest, and anyone that's watching knows the results of that three-way tag team title championship match. Unfortunately, you and your partner, Ricky Starks, didn't get the win. So yeah. How are you feeling, sir?
It sucks. I'm disappointed, but I spoke with Ricky for a few hours yesterday, so it doesn't. We're still on the ball, so it's just a small bump in the road for us.
Absolutely. What were the things that you both said to each other, you and Ricky, after that match happened? How do you console each other when something like that happens?
I can't tell you what we said to each other, but it's just know we're still focused in the game. So
absolutely. You did put out a tweet right after that match that a lot of your fans saw, and you just added yourself, you added your tag team partner and everyone else that was involved, the Young Bucks, Swerve in Our Glory, and you had just a simple GIF, just a hand clap GIF. So it seemed like you were definitely appreciative and just congratulating everyone that was involved in that match. It was a fantastic match. A lot of people on social media loved it. They loved what everyone put into that match. And it goes without saying that you and your tag team partner did a phenomenal job. So congratulations on the output that you both put out. We definitely see it. What happens next? You did state that you're just going to keep focused. You have your eye on the ball, so to speak. We are about less than 2 months away from All Out, another huge pay-per-view with All Elite. So between now and then, what specific things do you have planned?
You know what? I don't know what we have planned. When the new rankings come out, hopefully we're still in the top 5 for the rankings for the running for the tag team championship. But Ricky and I, we're sore losers. So I'm gonna be truthful with you, but then we still have an issue with Keith and Swerve. So we're still gonna be looking to get a hold of them. So
it's all good. I'm glad that you own up to that. Some people wouldn't say that. They just possibly say
I hate losing. I extremely hate it. If I lose, I usually have an attitude for a few weeks. So
how do you combat that? What are some of the things that you do to kind of take your mind off of losing?
Working out. Especially we've been talking a lot with Taz, regroup everything to see where, what we want to plan next. But Keith and Swerve are still in our sight. We still have our singles goals in mind. So we're just taking one step back, kind of regrouping and focusing on everything.
Absolutely. Your singles record is awesome. I had to do a double check. I'm sure it'll change at some point when you get more singles matches under your belt, but I believe you are 50-20, which is amazing. So in terms of your singles record and doing more singles matches, what's that going to look like for you going forward within the next month or so?
Whatever they want to line up in front of me. Whatever. I really feel sorry for my opponents from here on out, because things will change. So.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Forbidden Door, the pay-per-view that recently happened. Very successful. A lot of fans, including myself, loved it, loved seeing all of the matches. I would love to know what your take about Forbidden Door is at this moment, and also from NJPW, who you specifically would love to go up against in the ring.
I think that whole pay-per-view was groundbreaking. Forbidden Door definitely has and will open some doors. One person that I need to have a rematch with is Jeff Cobb, which I know he just had a birthday. So, but I did tell him happy birthday. So, yeah, I have my eyes set on Jeff Cobb. Like we've worked each other once, and I definitely need that rematch with him.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of Jeff Cobb, another thing that I've noticed, if we're talking about the recent match that you just had, also Face of the Revolution ladder match, I'm getting specifically into the notion of Hosses. A lot of us love to see that Hoss fight. We see you getting up in the face of Keith Lee, Face of the Revolution ladder match. We saw you and Wardlow and Keith have a moment. We love to see that. A lot of us really love the Hoss fight. What's your take on the passion that fans are having now, which seems to be at a fever pitch, seeing that Hoss fight, not just in AEW, but in wrestling overall?
I personally think that wrestling fans have become accustomed to a lot of the high flying and, acrobatics. And there's not a lot of thick, beefy guys. So, and I don't think they see that enough. So when there is a Hoss, as you like to say, in front of each other, it's different. You're just going to see hard hitting like a old school bar fight. But, we do have some Hosses and some monsters. I don't like to consider myself a Hoss or a monster. I feel I'm the Monstar of AEW. So I've said it before on social media. There isn't anyone in that company like me. So I kind of separate myself from everyone else.
I like that a lot. Your journey, your pro wrestling career journey has, as a lot of other wrestlers, peaks and valleys, right? And the fact that you are doing what you're doing in AEW is so special to see. When you look back at your journey from its humble beginnings to where you are now, is there anything that you want left to tick off on your bucket list? What are some of the goals that you still have going forward?
I still want to be the first African-American world champion. I want to hold all 3 titles in AEW multiple times. Anything that AEW throws in front of me is for me personally, I wouldn't say it's a shocker, but it's I don't know what the word is, because I've had so many doubters of people say I wouldn't be here, and I'm here. So just anything they throw in front of me, I humbly take it and I'm just gonna run with it.
I really, really like that, and we'll see what happens next with you and your career in AEW. So far, we're loving it. We're loving what you're doing. So that's why we're here. Yes, specifically about Team Taz. Team Taz founded in 2020, 2 years removed now. We've seen the evolution of everyone within Team Taz, including yourself, obviously. For you, how would you like to see Team Taz progress as a unit?
I look at Team Taz almost as the Heenan family. We come together when we need to, and we still have our own individual goals, and Taz still helps all 3 of us out. We may not see Hook as much, but you mainly see me and Ricky, but we're still a unit. So
I really like that. Is there any way in which you all, after the fights and after the matches, sit down and talk outside of wrestling? Do you have those moments nowadays where you can sit down and really just, over a meal and just talk and hang out?
Yeah, you trying to get all the tea in what we do. Jeez, I will tell you, we do sit down and talk with each other frequently. So that's as people like to say, a shoot that we actually do that. So
that's really nice. Thank you for sharing. I know it's hard, but we got to get some scoops over here.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Thank you so much. Another thing I want to talk about, shout out to Mark Henry. I personally appear each month on Busted Open, and I speak with Mark and also Dave LaGreca. And I know that you pretty much consider him your dad, your wrestling dad. And
I don't call him Mark or Mr. Henry. I just call him Pops. So that's
I love that.
Real man.
Really love that. So shout out to Mark. One thing that I want to ask you, Hobbs, is what's some of the advice, valuable advice, career and life, that your pops has presented to you over the time that you've been able to get to know one another?
Don't take any of this for granted. Be who I am. Set myself apart from everyone else, and be the monster that I am. Because I don't want to toot my own horn, but sometimes you need to, and I feel from the big man on the roster, I set myself apart from everyone else. So everything I do, from when I walk out to everything in the ring to when I leave. So it's just making sure I set myself apart, and at the end of the night, people remember me.
100%. I got to pivot a little bit to asking you about karaoke, because I'm noticing a theme. I don't know if it's something that is coincidental. Maybe it's a coincidence. So first and foremost, Double or Nothing weekend, Las Vegas. Some of us saw you perform with Captain Sean Dean. I had to bring it up.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. But then also I have to bring up Apple TV Plus's Carpool Karaoke. You were a part of that as well. So my first question in sewing all of this together is, do you like karaoke? Is karaoke something that you've done beforehand, before all of these projects?
That's not something I went out and done. I'm in the car singing along, in the shower singing along, walking around the house singing along. Sometimes, I'm even in the gym singing along. So it's just something that I just randomly do.
Okay, so you like to sing. That's.
I do, and I'm not the best singer, and nobody's going to tell me anything. They're not going to come up to me and tell me to stop. So.
Well, that's what karaoke is all about, right? You don't have to be a singer, so that's the beauty of it. What was that experience like for you for Carpool Karaoke?
It was fun. You had 3 different personalities in the car, which probably would never match the 3 of us up together. And it was fun. I think people saw a different side of us. So it's fun to let loose a little bit.
100%. And would you do that karaoke appearance again for perhaps the next Double or Nothing? It sounds like it's going to happen again. I think a lot of people really liked it. So I'm wondering, should the opportunity present for the next Double or Nothing event, if that's something you find yourself doing? Or
no, I won't. No, I'm joking. No, I would definitely, but I would. I had fun.
That's great. That's really great. And both you and Captain Sean Dean really seemed like you were having fun. So that
it was a good time. It was a good time. The question is, are you going to get up there and sing? Since you were up there, you want to talk.
I'm not scared of singing in public, and I think it's funny because for me, you're turning the tables on me, Hobbs. I'm supposed to be.
I'm here to interview you now.
So I think I'll do it. It depends on the song, but I think I'll do it. I getting there, I wasn't expecting it.
You can't say it depends on the song, because you actually get to pick the song.
Oh, so, okay. So then I will do it. If I can,
right.
I'm doing it.
So
if I wasn't picking, no.
This is recorded. You got your word out. It's all on the internet and everything. So.
Yes. So hold me to that. I 2023. I will perform at Double or Nothing AEW Karaoke. So
all right.
I'll perform with all of you. That's
that works.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, a group effort. So
I like that.
1000%. Speaking of fun, I understand you're from California. I love California. Yes. I love going out to the West Coast when I can. It's been a while. So what do your friends and family out in California think about everything that has happened with your career thus far?
They love it. Our schedule has become a little bit busier. So when I am home from being on the road, when I'm not training or doing what I have to do, I'm just super dad with my kids. So, but my family, they love it. So.
Oh, that's nice. Now, do your kids have any aspirations to do what you do in the ring, or are they not there yet? They're completely opposed to having a professional wrestling career.
I have no idea, because every time I'm home, we're wrestling. So I guess they may, but they just jump on dad, and and then it's the only people in the world that I probably will let beat me up. So, but who knows? If they do, cool. If they don't, even better. So I want them to follow what they want to do in their heart. So whatever they want to do, dad supports them.
Really, really like that. What are some of the misconceptions you feel people have about pro wrestling and pro wrestlers?
That we're just a bunch of actors and everything is phony. It used to bug me, but now I just realize these people couldn't do what I do. So it doesn't bug me. I love the life I live. I love being in front of crowds, performing, telling a story. It doesn't bug me, because I'm doing what I want to do since I was 3 years old. So,
Yes, amen to that. And you mentioned the keyword acting. Now, is acting apart from what you do performing, because you are also an entertainer, but apart from wrestling, is acting in, say, television, movies, is that something that you are thinking about for the future?
Maybe. The thing I'm focused on right now is my career in professional wrestling. So that's number 1, 2, and 3 on my list. So that's the goal right now.
Love that. Is there any advice that you have imparted to anyone? I'm sure you've had folks come up to you and ask, how can I be like Hobbs, or how can I have a professional wrestling career? What advice have you given them or would give to anyone that would ask you that question?
You're not here to please everybody. Do what you want to do. Simple as that. That's what my grandma told me at a young age. Do what you want to do. You can't please everybody. So if it's something you want to do it.
Beautiful. I think that's it. I feel as though I love the fact that you asked me some questions. Wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I didn't even ask you what song you sing. I don't want to put you on the spot like that. So I'm going to let you think about it. You got some time.
All right. I will definitely think. One other thing, I did mention All Out, but of course, from now and All Out, I'm sure there's going to be many more surprises, many more things that we have in store to look forward to with you as a singles, in a singles match, and also with your tag team partner, Stark. So my last question actually is, have y'all picked out a tag team name?
No, I don't think we need a tag team name. Because, we may verge off and go on different ways. We may stick together, but we're absolute Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. We don't need a tag team name. So
I like that. The Pippin to his Jordan.
Yeah. That's.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Powerhouse Hobbs. It's been a pleasure to finally get to talk with you.
I know. I told you this would happen one day.
Yes, you got to manifest it. Thank you so very much. I'm sure it'll happen again, and I can't wait for that moment. And I can't wait now for karaoke. It's a year away, but I know.
You better prepare. Get the vocals ready. Just saying.
I think by then I'll be like, yeah, we're doing this. I'll probably end up singing 5 songs because once I start,
5 is a good number.
But thank you so much, Hobbs. It's been a pleasure to meet you again. I can't wait to see what happens next with your career. Thank you so much with your career, both as a tag team and also as a singles. We want to see more of you in singles matches. So everyone is very excited for that. So thank you. Congratulations on your success and good luck for the future. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for watching this episode of FaceTurn with Candace, Cordelia, where we give you exclusives from your favorite wrestlers and other talents in the wrestling industry. I'm your host, Candace, Cordelia, and stay tuned for what we have next in store. Until then, take care.